Hello everybody, welcome to a new tutorial of reversedesigns.com, and today we're gonna talk about this photo manipulation. I've made the photo manipulation from a stock and render that I've rendered. It's all the renders and all the resources that I'm using in this tutorial will be in the description underneath the video on YouTube. So I hope you like this tutorial and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Hello everybody, I've rendered this nice stock of our earth, a bit special, nice glow around it, and we're gonna open up the stock that I will be using. It's a hand tree stock, and I will be removing the tree by selecting like so. I will be copying the bush of the tree by using Control and then C. Control plus C. Now we're gonna erase it by using a large brush, large brush with a white color, like so. Now we're gonna make a new layer and copy that bush layer on top of it. Gonna select it and I'm gonna remove everything that's white around the bush. How the hell do you call it? Okay, first thing we're gonna do is copying this globe. Then we're gonna paste that on top of the stock, like so. Gonna shrink the render down by holding Shift and dragging it with the mouse to the right. So once you've done that, place it wherever you like, and we're gonna lower down the opacity of that render. I'm gonna use the pen tool to erase the parts that are in front of the hand. And I'm gonna select it and I'm gonna delete the part of that render, like so, and Control D. Now we're gonna set the opacity back and you'll see it's got out. We're gonna use a soft brush, soft eraser brush, and I'm gonna softly remove the parts that aren't really blended in, like so. Doesn't matter if you see through the hand through the globe, because we'll be adding something in front of it. Now we're gonna select the bush render again that we rendered, and we're gonna shrink that down. I need to select render. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna shrink it down First, I'm placing it in the right spot, and then we're gonna shrink it down, merge it like so, and we're gonna rotate it a bit so it looks like it's going down the hand, like so. Shrink it down a little bit. That looks pretty okay, so let's add. Now we're going to use a soft eraser brush, and we're going to erase the parts that we're not using, like so. Already looks pretty cool. Shrink. Let's rotate it a little bit, like so, and edit. Now I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I'm going to rotate it horizontal. So now I'm going to the duplicated layer, I'm going to drop it down underneath the other brush layer, and we're going to erase the parts again that are overlapping the fingers. I'm going to use a smaller eraser brush to erase the fine edges, like so. And I'm still using a soft brush, by the way, for erasing this. It looks pretty cool. Now, what we're gonna do is duplicate that layer again, and we're gonna use that to we're gonna drop that behind the globe, and we're gonna move it up a bit, so give some depth to the end. I'm gonna erase the parts that doesn't look right, like so. I'm gonna do that the same on the right side. Duplicate it, and I'm gonna flip it horizontal, transform horizontal, like so. And again, I'm gonna use the erase tool with a soft brush. And we're gonna use a smaller brush to do the fine edges of it. There we go. Looks okay. What I'm gonna do is what I got this render I got from Arch, I think. Don't remember from who I got it, but and we're gonna shrink that down. We're gonna place it in front of the globe, but behind the bushes, like so. We'll be blending them in a little bit better using some light sources. And we'll be doing that in this tutorial, maybe in the second part. Sorry. And I'm gonna duplicate the layer and drag it down like so. I'm gonna duplicate that layer 2 times. So I'm gonna duplicate it one more time and move that to the right. like so. Erase the parts on top of the finger. Don't want anything on top of the fingers. Once we're done there, we're going to create a new layer and set it to overlay. And we're going to use a brush, soft brush, small soft brush with a black color on top of the overlayer. And we're going to highlight, set the opacity down a little bit. We're going to add some shadows to the bushes. So now we're going to use the burn to after this to really get that shadow look that we want. So let's go. Looks cool already. Now I'm gonna create a new layer and set it to linear dodge add. And again, soft brush and set it to a light blue color. And I'm gonna highlight, blend in the globe. So, sort of nice glow. You use, gonna go into the overlayer color again. I'm gonna add some shadows to the globe. So. Now I'm going to add a photo filter. We're going to set it to about 55%. Set it to green filter, green overlayer, deep green. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to keep it at deep green and set it to add a gradient and set it to this gradient, the black and white gradient. Set the opacity to about 69%. What we're gonna do is create a new layer with that smoke layer that you just seen. I'm gonna add that to give some depth to the background like so. I'm gonna erase the parts that we don't use, not on the globe, not on the head. So I'm gonna just use that for the bush behind the globe, so it's more highlighted. Dark in front and light in the back. So. And I think I've overdone this a little bit for this tutorial, but I couldn't take it back. But you will see it in the picture that I posted in the description that I've removed that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use the space shuttle we copied and I'm gonna paste it on there. And we're gonna render that out. Don't have to really be good at rendering this, because we'll be making this so small that you will not even see any edges that you have badly rendered, so it doesn't really matter. just trying to do this as fast as possible for you. So I'm not doing a very good job at rendering yet, but it's pretty good for the tutorial because I don't have much time to record this. So yeah, let's select that and let's use Ctrl-C to copy it and remove that other layer. And I'm gonna shrink the space shuttle down like about so. I'm gonna drag that on top of the globe and rotate it a little bit like so. A little bit smaller. So I'm going to add a new layer and set it to linear dodge add. I'm going to use light blue color to blend in the space shuttle. Set down the opacity to about 34%. And I'm going to highlight something else. I'm going to add lightness and contrast to it. Set the contrast to about 49% and lightness to about -83. And we're gonna remove with a soft brush. We're gonna remove part of that layer of that linear dodge add, linear contrast and brightness and contrast. And we're gonna create a new layer and set it to linear dodge add, and we're gonna add some light blue color on top of the fingers, so we've got some glow going on of the globe on top of the fingers. Doesn't need to be really bright, but just enough to give that feeling of a reflection on top of the fingers. I hope you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.